Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where it is Friday. I almost said Friday. That's not a day of the week. It's Friday, which means fan day, and despite saying that I didn't have any recommendations ready to go, I decided to go back through some older comments and see if I could find something, and I did. I was looking for recommendations. Comment down below, what do you want to see me do next Friday? Alright, we'll get it done, but I have this one here that says, I just stumbled upon your channel, and I am absolutely shocked how you upload daily amazing work, man. Wait, hold on. No, hold on, wait, this... Oh, no, this isn't a suggestion, this is just a nice comment. Shout out to you and thank you. Here's the comment that I was looking for, which is, of course, requesting that we do the dirt duplication method using gravel. We talked about this in a previous episode, and I figured now, since I don't have any other ideas for Fan Friday, this should be a good time to do it. So the way that this works is, if we close that, and we bring this up over here, and we look at dirt, you'd think there's no way to make a dirt, but you'd be wrong. Because if you have a look at this, you can actually make coarse dirt using dirt and gravel, and apparently, if you then hoe it, I think you hoe it, you get 4 regular dirt. Now, that might not seem very useful, because how much gravel could you possibly have? Not that much if you have a look inside of here. We're going to grab a bit of gravel. I didn't empty my inventory out yesterday. Let me do that real quick. Okay, there we go. Clean inventory to get started with. I'm going to grab 64 dirt, and I'm going to grab 64 gravel, and we can actually do that right up here. We don't even need to go over to the crafting table. That'll give us 2 stacks of coarse dirt, and then I'm pretty sure you just right-click it with a hoe, like I said before. I was really stretching for a rhyme there, and I apologize for nothing. Oh, well, you don't need to click it twice. That's a mistake on my part. Is there a way to do this in an automated fashion? That would be cool. If you could have, like, an observer hoe it when you put it down, and then some other block... Well, I don't know of any block that'll break it is the problem. Oh, you know what we could do? Hold on, I want a lot of room around me for this, because what we're going to do is we're going to build just straight up. Taking it higher and higher, yeah! Oh, we no longer have the jump boost. We're too far away. We need to go get more beacons. What day of the week do we do that on? Would that be a put it off till day sort of a thing? Because we gotta go to the nether. We gotta kill a whole lot of gosh darn skeletons until we get enough heads that we can build all the beacons. That might be a put it off till day kind of a thing. So there we go. Minus the 11 dirt there, we've now got basically 2 stacks. And what I can do is I can hold down the right click and then left click. Now that means they are going to turn into farmland, but hold on, can I hold them both down? Wait, hold on. The last thing I want to do is accidentally go too fast. So yeah, I've got to do the manual block click just to be sure. But that was kind of effective. That was kind of efficient. We're chewing through both of these tools' durability, but not such that I think it's going to be a problem. I think I can go faster, by the way. I think I can go a lot faster, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm gonna start clicking much faster, and if there it is, that's what I wanted to avoid. Okay, at least we can tell when it's happening. At least because it pops up into a different slot. Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I guess what we could do is we could just send it by holding down the button, or like clicking the button very quickly, and getting down as quick as we can. And then however many we have, we just have to do it again. But I think it might actually take more time to do it that way. Because now we got to do all 16 of these. Yeah, and you got to place them back down, which itself takes extra time. Meaning it probably is better to just do this method. There you go. And just like that, we turned 1 block of dirt and 1 block of gravel into 2 blocks of dirt. So all this time I've been saying there's no way to duplicate dirt. I was kind of wrong. By the way, I did try to fix this over here previously. I see that it all burned again. I did that between episodes. That's unfortunate. Cool. Well, now the problem is that, what do you do when you run out of gravel? Because no one has infinite gravel, and that's true. But you know what we do have is a gravel duplication machine. And I both figured this out myself and also got a comment about it after the fact, where, yeah, I should have figured that out way sooner, because this is a block that has gravity, which means that it should work in the duplication machine. I say that, we did determine that eggs will not, so I kind of need to test it with other things that have gravity. So what else has gravity? I think concrete does, but did we ever figure out, like, did we ever make concrete? I thought we did, but I don't know what happened to it. Are you concrete? I made concrete powder specifically for the video, and I've never made it for anything else at any point ever. What is this? Concrete. How do you make concrete powder? Sand and gravel. 2 items that we can actually make infinite amounts of using the gravity machine. Will allow us to make light gray concrete powder. And I think you just get it wet. And, I mean, do we want to experiment? I mean, it's so, like, the color is so solid. Because you got, yeah, these are just, like, solid colors. I kind of like them. And I kind of want them all. If we take the 3 of these, and the 3 of these, and the 3 of these... And then what else has gravity? Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else. I know a lot of other blocks do, but off the top of my head, I can't think of them. So we're going to take these things with us, and we're going to go test this real quick. It's all part of the same fan recommendation, same fan request. My theory is that the gravel and the powder will both work, and that the scaffolding will not. But we're not... You know what? I just realized I was going to run 3 different tests, but I don't think we need to. I think we can... Oh, jeez. That's gonna be a real big issue. No, it's not. I think we just do 1 of each, right? And that should work just fine. If they work, they work. Oh. Right. Okay. Right. So that was not going to work. That's fine. There we go. We'll just do that instead. Put these back. Right. Okay. Those do work. You can duplicate those by just dropping them from above. We've done that in the past, and that worked okay. But this thing is now running. We lost the sand. I'm assuming it went to the end. Seems like the most likely thing that would have happened. So every time it does this, it's making 2 gravel and 1 sand in the end per cycle. Presumably... if it's working the way it's supposed to. The reason I like the idea of the concrete is because the colors are so solid. I think they'd be great for that project I was talking about, where we have different floors represented by different colors, to make it easier for us to determine where we need to get on and off. Have we ever explored back here? I mean, I know there's no reason for us to. It just looks kind of cool. Yeah, not right now either. Now's not the time. I was kind of just hoping we would find some glow squid over here, because there tends to be glow squid over here for whatever reason. I am really not used to not being able to jump 2 blocks. And that's not even an ability we've had for very long. Alright, we're going to shut this thing back down. There we go. And we're going to head in and check the fruit of our labor. 3 gravel and 14 white concrete. I had to look at it for a really long time because I was confused, but then I realized, oh yeah, it randomly, seemingly, drops them down to lower ones, so there probably is more further down. How does it decide where it... No, there's none further down. There should have been more than 16 and 4. Are they working their way through hoppers? What's going on around here? I'm confused. 16... Wait, what? No, that's not right. Hold on. Now I'm just baffled, bewildered, and confused. Let's go back. Unfortunately, we didn't change our spawn point, but we're gonna go back. Alright, you ought to work better than that. Maybe it's because we were fiddling with it partway through and we started moving the scaffolding and all of that. I'm gonna let it run for like a minute, and we're gonna go back in and try again, because that ain't right. Something's not right. Something's not right with your boy. May not watch every video, but I will always come back. You make such good comfort content. See, this is another great comment here. Thank you so much. You are so underrated. Thank you. I appreciate it. Title funny. I like. Great video, man. Great personality. Good luck and keep it up. Thank you. Okay, that's enough of that. We're gonna see whether or not that's made any difference. I mean, it is working. Why are we getting double the amount of white concrete powder that we are gravel? Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. Something is suspicious. Oh, okay. So it was going down here. I wasn't wrong, and I'm not crazy. There's more gravel. There's more. Everything's fine then. Everything's fine, and so we can just use that to make a bunch of gravel. Combine that with dirt. This is how we can get infinite dirt. Now, is this how we're going to get infinite dirt? This is probably, almost certainly, how we're going to get a bunch of concrete powder. Because making concrete powder seems like a pain. And if we can just make one of every color and then duplicate them infinitely, easily, in perpetuity, then yeah, we're going to just do that. Makes infinitely more sense. As for how we're going to go about getting dirt, well, that's what this entire place exists for. This is an island that exists for no reason other than to have its dirt harvested. And to be honest with you, I liked it. I like it. I don't mind coming here. We tend to have nice little conversations every time I come over here to collect dirt. And I can't wait to see what this place is going to look like when it's just a barren, rocky landscape. Maybe in order to make it look less miserable, we come back and we cover it in moss at some point in the future. That could be interesting. An entire island of moss. Because from a distance or just flying over from above, you wouldn't be able to initially tell that what you're looking at is not, in fact, a grassy island. See, I didn't even mean to come over here and collect dirt and grass, but now we have an inventory full of it. Now, the duplication method, I'm sure at some point in the future will come in handy. I'm not saying it's a bad suggestion, because I don't believe it's a bad suggestion. I think it's a very good suggestion, and I'm glad that it was given to me, because I did not know about that mechanic, and now that I do, I can definitely see it becoming useful in the future. But for right now, I do enjoy our little grass island. Grass Island's not gonna last forever, though. Eventually, we'll have all the grass off of it. And at that point, yeah, we either have to pick another grass island to harvest, or another area to harvest grass from. Or we do what was arguably the much more reasonable thing and just move on to the duplication method. This place will be a lot easier to traverse once we have the distant horizon set up and going again. That is it for today, though. So, thank you folks for tuning in to the first ever weekly Fan Friday video. Be sure to leave your recommendations, suggestions, comments, and concerns for the next Fan Friday. And I will see you folks later. God bless. Goodbye.